Thank you once again for joining us this afternoon. I'd just like to thank all the legislators, the many advocates who are here today to have brought this bill, Senate Bill 3095, to this moment today. Senate Bill 3095 will do a number of things. It will require all users of restricted use pesticides to report annually to the Hawaii Department of Agriculture. It will require a 100-foot buffer zone around schools where usage will be prohibited during school hours. It will prohibit the application of pesticides containing chlorpyrifos without an annual use permit. It will require, beginning in 2023, any pesticide containing chlorpyrifos will be completely banned in Hawaii, making Hawaii the first state in the nation to ban this harmful chemical. It also will require a pesticide drift monitoring study by the Department of Agriculture, and it will require outreach and training programs to be implemented by the Department of Agriculture to ensure that our community and farmers all across the state are aware of the requirements. And I think most importantly, it does require the University of Hawaii to work with farmers to find appropriate pest management tools that can assure that our local agriculture industry can be sustainable for generations to come, and most importantly, keeps harmful pesticides away from our children and the environment. I'd like to invite Senator Mike Gabbard to say a few words.
Thanks, Scott. Hello, Mike Hako.
Hello.
Good afternoon. I'm honored to say a few words on behalf of the Senate. Senate President Ron Kochi contacted me, and he's hung up in D.C., so he sends his regrets. In my view, passage of SB 3095 is one of the highlights of our 2018 session. After many years of no action, it was good for the legislature and the community to come together to actually get the job done, get this bill across the finish line. So many thanks to the lead introducer in the Senate, Senator Ruderman, and also my counterpart in the House, Chair of the Ag Committee, Chair Cregan, as well as to the Governor for signing the bill, and for all the community activists, the community groups, HAPA, Center for Food Safety, all the community groups and individuals who really came together to get this job done. So very thankful for all of your help. As the Governor mentioned, we are the first state in the country to ban chlorpyrifos, and what happens, as many of you know, other states will follow our example, as well as hopefully other nations will follow our example. And so finally, I just wanted to say that I'm hopeful that this legislation will move us more towards sustainable agricultural methods that are good for our health and good for our environment and good for our soils as well. So thank you. Mahalo.
Thank you. Representative Lee, did you want to make a few remarks?
Took all the good stuff. But really just want to say a big mahalo to everybody in the community, to our fellow legislators in the Senate, our fellow chairs in the House, and all the folks who came together to make this this day possible. This is one of those issues which has for too long been an issue that has gone unaddressed, but that ends today with a significant step on the part of Hawaii's legislature, our community coming together to say that above all else, we value the health of our kids. And it's great to see so many here in the audience today because it's their future that we take this action for. Not only has this been a chemical which has been banned already in nations around the world, throughout Europe, and has been recommended for banning in many other places, but it's something which has been found to obviously have direct impacts when in contact, especially with kids, leading to developmental disabilities, all kinds of other issues over the long term, which must be addressed. And so for us, this is, I think, a common sense step a no-brainer, but ultimately a step forward in the right direction, which hopefully, as my colleague in the Senate said, is the first of many steps to come to protect our kids, whether it's pesticides or anything else that we have an obligation and responsibility as leaders to do to set out that better future for them. So I just thank the governor and everyone else for making this day possible. Mahalo.
Thank you. So I'd like to invite the legislators up and we'll sign.
I can see him. That's all I want to say.
Okay, Senate Bill 3095, Senate Draft 1, House Draft 1, Conference Draft 1, a bill for an act relating to environmental protection. Is now law in the state of Hawaii as Act 45.